There's only two kinds of people in the world. Those who light up the room when they enter, and those who light up the room when they leave.
But isn't it interesting how in this country we are so obsessed with our physical weight, as if that's what's creating drag in our lives, as if that's what's holding us down? I don't think that's what the problem is so much. I think for most of us, the problem is all the mental weight, all the junk we carry around up here, all those thoughts and ideas and beliefs and behaviors that sabotage our lives. We create our own bumps by carrying around all this junk with us. Each one of us lives with our own personal mental heckler. It's a little voice inside your head that talks to you and criticizes you. It's that voice inside your head that says things like, you're too fat, you're too thin, you're too tall, you're too short. How many of you would say sometimes even you hear that voice inside your head? Okay, a lot of you are raising your hands. I see some people not raising their hands because they're thinking, I don't have a voice inside my head. That's the voice. I think we all have this mental heckler, and I'm here today to tell you that your mental heckler is wrong. A few years ago, I was speaking at this school in Sioux City, Iowa. 500 students and teachers in the bleachers right in front of me. Well, right at eye level, dead center is this teacher, and he sat through my speech the entire time like this. And I'm cracking jokes. All he's doing? I'm trying to tell motivational stories. Here comes the chatter. I feel like because there's one guy, I feel like I've lost the whole crowd. I felt terrible. When I was done, this teacher, not only was he the first guy in line to buy one of my books, he even asked me to autograph it. He didn't look this way because he didn't like me. That's just how he looks. You have people like that in your faculty too, don't you? That's their default setting. Right now in your own mind, I want you to think of one insecurity that you have. One thing about yourself that you don't think is right, something that you don't like and you kind of don't want other people to know. Now please share this with the person next to you. No, I'm joking. All right. Think of this thing. All right. Now, when I do what you just did, I ask myself, have I reached that conclusion based on facts or is it just my feelings? If the problem is based in fact, okay, deal with it. It's a real problem. But if your problem is based in feeling, chances are it's the mental heckler, and it's probably wrong. Don't ignore those feelings, but get the facts, because more often than not, the facts will show that you are better than you think.
Every one of you are absolutely powerful. You are strong. You are intelligent. You already have everything you need to be unbelievably successful. You guys are like hot air balloons. If you're left alone, you're just going to rise to great heights. But most people don't, because they sandbag themselves. They do things and think things and believe things that hold them down. You know, fear, insecurity, worrying about what people think, having a bad attitude, being judgmental, being jealous. All these things hold us down. Well, what I've learned is when you can cut loose those sandbags and make different choices, that is when you will rise to incredible heights.
When I was young, I was absolutely terrified of long-distance running. I could not run long distances. And it was not because of anything physically wrong. I had a mental problem. I had a belief that I couldn't do it. Well, they invited me to participate in a program where I would raise money for cancer research, and in exchange, they would train me to run the Los Angeles Marathon. I have to tell you, when I crossed the finish line, it was actually bittersweet. Because part of me felt this great sense of accomplishment, but another side of me started wondering, well, gosh, if I can do that, how many missed opportunities have I had? What other things could I have done had I only believed it was possible? Where else have I been sandbagging myself? How am I getting in my own way? I would ask you the same questions. Where are you sandbagging yourself? How are your beliefs stopping you from being your best? How are you getting in your own way? Our beliefs about ourselves are so powerful. They can be such heavy sandbags. The good news is, our beliefs can also be the fire.
Now, when I say believe in yourself, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about having a positive attitude, because that's for the happy people. You've heard those motivational speakers before. Hey, everyone, have a positive attitude. Let's all hold hands and look for rainbows. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Because, I mean, that's why Barney's so irritating. Because let's face it, those people, when you have a problem, they don't have any good advice. Instead, they say things like, cheer up, look on the bright side. You ever notice that advice doesn't work? When have you ever had a problem and someone said, cheer up, and you're like, oh, okay. Like you can just flip a switch and be okay. No. I say if you have a problem, go with it. I say go ahead and feel bad. I don't think we should hide from our emotions. We need to let them out because those emotions sandbag us when we hold them inside. So if something bad happens, don't have a bad attitude. Don't be dramatic or negative, but you know what? Go to your room, hug your pillow, cry all night long if that's what you need to do. Feel your feelings. Because some days you need Tony Robbins. Most days, you need Baskin Robbins.
I want you guys to know your circumstances don't matter. What matters is how you react. Continue serving people. It will give you strength. Cut loose your sandbags. Make good choices. And I promise, you too will be genuinely happy. This has been awesome. Thank you very much.